tools do you use to track users, and what kinds of statistics do you look for?
Well, funny story. Last year, Big Green had Urchin. We had a very, I don't want to say primitive, but very 2004 web design layout, which we just redid and turned into a WordPress theme. And the guy that designed that had hooked it up with this program. He's an awesome guy, P.S. Ernie Smith. But he had hooked it up with this program that tracked where the hits were coming from and everything. And it was called Urchin. And we were excited because it showed huge hits and amazing statistics, and it had like these different counters of who clicked on your article for like less than 5 seconds and who stayed there and who clicked through 2 or more articles. And we had this whole baseline where we were like, oh yeah, we have like 22,000 readers a month. And then we started going over it and we were like, that doesn't make sense. Like, that's more than half of campus. And I feel like when I meet people, they're like, oh, Big Green? Sounds fun. What's that? So when we did our redesign this summer, we put in a new counter that I think is way more accurate. And now we get about 100, 150 hits per story, which makes sense. And yeah, I mean, we're always trying to boost the numbers, but as far as being able to do that with all the other production involved in running a magazine, it gets hard. So.
Definitely. We use the WordPress stats plugin, and it's really great. It's pretty accurate, and it doesn't give you the detailed info, apparently, that Urchin gave, but again, I think it's pretty accurate. So it's really nice to be able to track where people are leaving, track where they're coming from, and at the very least that information is available. Yeah,
and I want to move into Google Analytics too, which I've like been meaning to do, and I'm my only webmaster. So.
Yeah, being the webmaster and editor-in-chief gets a little daunting, so.
Have you taken a look on your YouTube videos at the Insight category? And what have you found? Where are your people coming from? Are you, I mean, you can really get into all these free data tools are out there.
Right. It's pretty outstanding, the amount of information that's available if you're willing to kind of click around and figure out where it's at. So we have a new Spartan Edge YouTube account, but I know I've been posting videos on my personal account before, so I haven't checked the Spartan Edge one recently, but on my account with Spartan Edge videos, we've been receiving hits mostly from the Michigan area. Obviously, especially East Lansing, but all over the world, really, we kind of get random hits. If you do the right tagging, it's pretty easy. We do
a cooking feature every month. We have a Hot and Healthy. And so we've done these cooking videos, and yeah, whereas before, like stateside, Debbie Stabenow Speaks at State kind of thing are all Michigan hits, the cooking videos everywhere, like Malaysia. But
any sense of where your new visitors are coming from? Are they being referred from other sites? Are they coming from a search engine? Are they coming from promotions that you're doing?
You know, interestingly enough, the stories that I see that have the highest number of hits are ones that their authors have promoted on Twitter. So as far as that goes, I mean, there's link shorteners out there. But yeah, I have one specific author who every story she writes, my V-Day story's up, posts it. And like, I always see it, and if I see it on the Big Green account, I always retweet it. And those stories get, at least in the first couple days, before people realize that there's a new issue up, her stories get 100 clicks more than other stories. So.
Yeah, Twitter is definitely a great resource, and I talked about it earlier, but Facebook has been phenomenal as far as promoting things. It's another easy way to kind of repost things and get your friends to look at it. I think if you can put it on other sites, that's good too. Obviously there's Delicious, there's a new place called Link to Publish, other things like that. So we're looking into that, but again, it's pretty hard to kind of take care of all that yourself. So.
Ever bought a Facebook ad?
No. That requires money.
I hear, well that. I hear they're useful and not that expensive, but I think we looked into it last year and just didn't materialize.
I know at Spartan Edge we encouraged all of our editors and all of our writers to invite all of their friends to become fans of our Facebook page. So that was a tremendous help. People have been commenting when they see something posted or they'll like it, and obviously that shows up on their own page, so hopefully other people will be curious enough to click.
Do you have separate promotional people on your staffs, or is that a job that tends to fall to you?
That's me. I think that when we do task delegation, everyone that writes for the Big Green is not into PR. I mean, we really do have, I mean, it's magazine, it's long form, we have writers. And so as far as when I'm like, hey, who wants to disseminate flyers? They're like, not me. So,
I'm really lucky at Spartan Edge. This is our first year having a PR manager, and she's been phenomenal. So she's really organizing, getting our name out in the community and putting up flyers, things like that. She has a small, again, freelance PR team, but we're really pulling through and trying to come up with some big events. So look for those coming soon.